At night, if you were a writer, you're writing. And it's the same thing with any discipline. Painters paint. I don't care what else they have to do to put food on the table or pay the rent, they paint.
Your job as an actor is to give it your best shot every time. So yes, I'm going into it with the idea that I'll play it to the best of my ability. I have to go out and look for work as a clerk typist. I'm not a clerk typist, I'm an actor.
Maybe one of the best voices in Hollywood, Morgan Freeman and his 10 Rules of Greatness.
To collect unemployment, you have to go out and hunt for employment. And you have a code. And mine was as a clerk typist, so you go out and you look for work as a clerk typist. And one day, I can't keep being forced to be a clerk typist. So I went to the employment office and I asked to see the supervisor. And I was led into this office, and this pretty little lady, redhead, whose name was Mrs. Lipton. What can I do for you? And I said, you're forcing me to be something I'm not. I have to go out and look for work as a clerk typist. I'm not a clerk typist, I'm an actor. So I just can't keep doing it this way. She took this thing and stamped my employment book. Said, you got 6 months. Go be an actor. So if Mrs. Lipton is alive today, Mrs. Lipton, I'm an actor. Big thing I learned from working with Pearl Bailey was professionalism. She was total professional, total professional. She always gave 100%, 110% in a performance. And I watched her very carefully. She was one of those performers that you say, this is the way to go, this is the way to be in this business. Be on time, know what you're doing, do it full out, give all you can. That's a lesson. Your job as an actor is to give it your best shot every time. So yes, I'm going into it with the idea that I'll play it to the best of my ability, and they wouldn't give it to me, the role, if they didn't think I was capable of pulling it off. Or I wouldn't take it if I didn't think I was capable of pulling it off. There were 3 movies in walking distance: the Star, the Virginia, and the Indiana. Their programs lasted 3 days. So I could go to the movies every day, and I did that. I stayed in the movies. I loved movies. And when you're talking about me being an actor, I didn't think acting on the stage. I thought acting in movies. So I always wanted to do it. It was just there. So movies have always been a safe haven for me. It still is.
As a kid, growing all the way up, I always wanted to be in the movies. And so on stage in New York, you do a play, you get good reviews, and all your friends will say, oh yeah, this is going to take you to the coast. This is the one, you know. Yeah. And it took forever. I think that what happened with me was what should have happened with me, you know. It's just, all right, bide your time, do your work, and when it happens, you'll be ready. The box office success when The Shawshank Redemption came out was Dumb and Dumber.
I'm just not going to laugh.
Well, no, but that's, you know, just the juxtaposition of box office and what's that other term? Critical. Shawshank got really good reviews, but because nobody could say Shawshank Redemption, it didn't get word of mouth. And I don't care how much you promote a film, if you don't have word of mouth, you ain't promoting it. People have to be able, now you can go and say, listen, I saw this really terrific film. It was called Sham. Shimshunk. Got on the elevator in LA one day and the lady said, oh, I just saw you in the Hudsucker Reduction. So that was the reason it was not a box office success. No word of mouth at all. Courage is the key to life itself. There are a lot of people who are born in situations where they say, well, I'll never get out of this. So they won't. I say to people who say, well, I would like to have done so and so and so. So, well, you could have done it. So, well, I couldn't get out of here. Man, the bus runs every day. I think of acting the same way. I don't think of it as an art form, but I do think of it as the same way that any profession. You do it because you have to do it. If you spend 20 years waiting tables, at night, if you were a writer, you're writing. And it's the same thing with any discipline. Painters paint. I don't care what else they have to do to put food on the table or pay the rent, they paint. And I think that's the same way all the way around. This is easy to take, but hard to believe. Where I come from in Mississippi, they call this walking in high cotton. What an honor. What an honor. Sydney, Mr. Poitier. Seems like the world's upside down when you're here in the audience and watching me and I'm up here on stage getting an award. I always have to say this. You know you have been an inspiration to my entire life, maybe to all of us. In my life, I've shamelessly tried to pattern it after yours. To walk down the trail you blazed, my friend. That you are here means that you're proud of me. And I'm proud of that.
Today, you step into the world where true love exists. And you finally realize that love, in fact, is the more you've wanted your whole life. Just love more and more, every day in every way, and never give up, regardless of how challenging your destiny in life will be. The world really needs you now more than ever. Together with love, compassion, forgiveness, and faith in humanity, we will defeat evil once and for all.
Hopefully you've learned something from Morgan Freeman's 10 Rules of Greatness, and hopefully you'll apply them to your life. You don't have to use all of them. Just pick the ones you like and move towards achieving your goals. Write in the comments below what rules resonate most with you and what rules you're going to implement in your life. Love to hear about it, and keep pressing on and tell me about how you're going to achieve your goals or what goals you want to achieve.